Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Thoughts from the Roundtable Chats, episode number 9. I'm Jacob.
I'm Pierce.
And today we are talking, our little prompt for today is Would You Rather questions.
You know, there's those questions that involve asking yourself, would you rather do this or do that?
Thanks for explaining to everyone who didn't know.
You know what? You're welcome. And with that, everyone, please join us at the roundtable.
So our first Would You Rather question is pretty simple. Would you rather the aliens that first make contact be robotic or organic?
This is actually, like, no joke, fascinating question. Not really funny in any way here, but for those of you who don't know, our favorite quote on the podcast, because how would you know? But I took a Search for Life in the Universe class because I wanted a science credit that is not boring. And my professor said that there is no chance in the world that we will ever meet organic life. Because for life to progress far enough for it to be able to travel in between worlds, it would how did he explain it? He was like, sentient life couldn't work together to accomplish that goal because we would always be like warring with each other and in that, so it would have to be mechanical. I don't know if I believe that. I think that's kind of a load of crap because, I mean, he's basing that only on like humans. Like, no way humans are ever going to get anywhere in this world.
Right, but if we were like bees that all work together.
Yeah, like a hive mind.
Yeah, then we could do it pretty easily.
Personally, I would rather have organic, just because, like, for the whole emphasis on, like, there is other life in the universe, you know what I mean? Artificial life is, I mean, it's made by organics, but if all those organics are, like, dead from an AI takeover, I mean, that sucks.
True.
I want to interbreed.
For me, I'm actually going to go on the other side of the spectrum and choose robotic. And here's why. Because robotic, I know we don't have a chance. Organic, we kind of, we might have a chance to fight them. Robotic, we're screwed. And I would rather it just be over quickly.
Well, I mean, organic, if you meet robotic life, you know that it's war.
Yeah.
Right? You know that it's over.
Yeah.
But, like, organic, there's, like, a chance that they could be friendly.
Unless we meet them on their home turf, then I would rather it be organic. Because then I know we have the upper hand.
We do not have the upper hand.
I'm just saying, like, if we have the technology to go see them...
Oh, and they're, like, the primitive planet.
Yeah. But if not...
Dude, that is actually...
That would be a better Would You Rather question.
Yeah. Imagine, okay, that's a great topic for, like, a sci-fi book. Imagine it, you're like writing it from a perspective of an alien planet in today's world. So like it's like the opposite of Earth has to fight a ginormous superpower that's alien coming with their advanced technology. It's like aliens at this point in time for Earth, and Earth is like super far in the future and it's conquering worlds. And so like you're rooting for the aliens.
Yeah. That's
kind of cool.
That's a really good book. No one take it.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna write that one down.
Our next one is a kind of different in the way it doesn't have to do with aliens. Would you rather lose the ability to read or lose the ability to speak?
I already can't read, so
I'm gonna say, and this for people who know me, you might think, wow, that's not true. I'm gonna say I'm gonna lose the ability to speak.
Really?
Yeah, I'd be kind of lost without reading. Imagine never reading. Just like simple stuff.
Yeah. I guess that would suck.
Does sign language count as speaking?
Well, no. Because it would just be like, well, I just spoke, but...
Yeah, no, I'm not speaking. I'll figure out sign language, and if not, I can write you a note to tell you what I want.
I think, like, all jokes aside, I think I'd go the opposite. Just because the good thing about living in today's world is that you'd never have to miss a book, right?
True.
Because you can get audiobooks, and so as long as you can hear, you can kind of get at least the story side. and you can kind of figure out signs. You know what I mean?
Well, like,
You're like, red sign, stop.
yeah,
I mean, you could never write, so like you'd kind of be screwed in school. You'd probably have to take a job in like really menial labor.
yeah,
That would actually big suck.
yeah.
Ugh, maybe I'm changing my mind.
If you can do sign language, if you can learn sign language in this hypothetical, this is an easy one for me. I'm learning sign language.
Yeah, I guess that's probably actually smarter.
Okay, our next one. Would you rather be covered in fur or covered in scales?
Like, I don't know.
I'm gonna say scales. We're kind of already covered in fur, like hair.
I guess hair's fine though. I'm cool with hair. Imagine being scaly,
I'm sure it means the extreme of fur. So like you're a dog,
like
or
a
bear.
Bigfoot, like a Bigfoot,
Yeah,
basically.
scales will be kind of cool though. It's like armor.
Okay, so here's the real question: is everyone covered in hair
No.
and scale, or
No,
is it just,
just
you?
you, just you.
So no, I'm doing hair, and I'm going out in the woods, and I'm just walking around naked.
I'm going scales. I will be a freak show.
You
As
have
long
to
as
go to like the freaking circus or something.
No, as
the
long
thing
as-
is with hair is you can shave.
as long as I remain a functioning member of society, like, and I have scales. Could you imagine me like wearing a suit to go to work and I have freaking scales?
That's disgusting. You'd be what all those conspiracy theorists say about like the reptilians that
Yeah.
are actually ruling the world.
Who was the Spider-Man villain?
The lizard.
Yeah, I'd be like the lizard.
You'd have a lab coat.
Yeah.
You'd have to get really jacked.
That would be hilarious. I'd be like a real life lizard. Not the. He was in a movie.
Yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's why I don't really remember it. He looks stupid in that.
Dude, Amazing Spider-Man 1, hot take. Load the hot cake tan in here. Not that bad.
Okay,
By far the best soundtrack in any Spider-Man movie.
that's probably. I don't really remember it. Okay, let's keep. I'm on a list in case anyone's curious. We're not coming up with these on our own. We're too stupid. Would you rather give up all drinks except for water, or give up eating anything that was cooked in an oven?
Easy, dude. Water is by far the best drink out of any of them anyways. Ovens? That's like where you cook everything. That's no more pizza. No more lasagna. No more bread. Like cooked bread. No more dinner rolls. No more Texas Roadhouse rolls. No more, like, certain types of meatish foods. That's an oven's big.
This
no
is a
more
stupid
cookies.
question.
No more muffins.
This is a
no more,
stupid question.
No more cornbread.
I love cornbread.
I love cornbread. No more zucchini bread? Dude, there's too many things good in an oven.
That's stupid.
That's like saying
That's a stupid question.
would you rather give up drinking other things besides water or eating food?
I don't know what one I would give up. All right. Would you rather go back to age 5 with everything you know now, or now know everything your future self will learn?
Oh. Dude, another one of those easy questions, dude. Go back to 5 with everything I've learned now. Think about how much you could change, dude. My little 5-year-old self invests in Bitcoin. Boom. Boom. I'm
Yeah.
rich. I'm rich.
Or you could do it. You got to get the same thing, though. If I go, everything my future self will now know, right?
Then,
Then
you can invest in the next Bitcoin.
Yeah, I'm doing all of that.
Yeah, okay. But think about this. Imagine living the rest of your life learning nothing.
You still learn stuff, just different things.
No, you couldn't. Because that would be a paradox, right? Because if you know everything that your future self will ever know now, then that means everything that you will do, like your life, you'd
So
have
I
to
can't
live the
change
same
it.
life. You couldn't
Oh.
change it. So you'd live
Age
the rest
5.
of your life learning nothing. That would suck.
Age 5.
Yeah.
Age 5. Okay. Would you rather see what was behind every closed door, or be able to guess the combination of every safe on the first try?
Ooh. Kind of dirty crime boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Either way, I'm using this to commit felonies,
Well, sure.
right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna choose doors.
I get that. Safes are kind of a thing of the past.
Safes are a thing of the past. Imagine being able to just so like how does that work? How does the power work? Do you have to see the door? Like can I at this point just close my eyes and picture like the door to like Area 51 or something and see behind it? Or do I have to like go to Nevada? Is it in Nevada? And like look
so.
at it and then I can see through it. Or do I just know?
I think you have to go.
You have to go.
I have
Still doors.
Yeah, I'm going with doors as well. Safes are not cool anymore.
You
They're
could learn
stupid.
so much.
Yeah.
Because behind everything's in a door. Unless you're wanting to learn about things in the woods. But I mean, who really cares?
You can do that without a superpower.
Exactly.
Would you rather be a reverse centaur or a reverse mermaid?
We all know what Jacob's choosing.
I'm going centaur.
Of course he is. Jacob has odd amounts of sexual tension towards horses. You'll find out in the next podcast.
I like horses. How cool would it be to have the head of a horse?
I mean, you would look a lot more beautiful than the head of, like, what, a fish?
Yeah.
Wait, so a reverse mermaid.
You know how mermaids have the bottom
yeah.
tail.
But, like, what animal is a mermaid? Like, what kind of fish?
Let's just say
Is
a
it like
tropical
tuna?
fish.
Like a GT? No. They'd have to be, like, I don't know. I think I'd choose horse just because, like, you'd be pretty.
Centaur is... I would obviously rather choose a centaur just to begin with.
Yeah.
But, like, if I had to choose... That's the whole point in this game. Putting yourself in bad situations. Would you rather 30 butterflies instantly appear from nowhere every time you sneeze, or one very angry squirrel appear from nowhere every time you cough?
The squirrel.
Me too. I just want to see a mad squirrel.
I'd like him to just be in, like, you know, like the Elf on the Shelf games?
Yeah.
It's just, like, randomly someone... You cough and you're like, where is he? Where is he? He gets progressively angrier.
Squirrel is an easy answer.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather find your true love or a suitcase with $5 million inside?
$5 million.
So, I have an odd predicament about this one. I want to say, okay, first of all, there's no even thing that you're going to be able to keep the suitcase. Right? What if they like, oh, you stole a suitcase with $5 million in it. You're arrested and you don't get to keep any.
Then I'll give the cop $1 million and say, don't arrest me. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to look the other way.
I don't know. Shouldn't your true love thing be like a natural thing?
Yeah, what? Like it'll just materialize?
I'm trying to reason with myself to say the $5 million is essentially what's happening here.
Here, let me take you into my brain on my thing. True love... Here's a hot take for you all. True love doesn't exist. If you had true love, what a lame ass relationship that would be, right?
True.
If you never disagreed, if you're always on the same page, that's dumb.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even want that. So I'm saying $5 million because, like,
you can buy happiness.
You can buy happiness pretty easy.
$5 million.
$5 million. So here's what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna get this case of $5 million, and then you guys are gonna have to go back and watch what would we do with $5 million, because boy do I have a plan. That's my real reason here. Any way I can get $5 million to start collecting gold doubloons made of chocolate, I'm all game for it.
Our next one. Would you rather have the police hunting for you for a murder you didn't commit, or a crazy serial killer hunting you down?
Serial killer.
I agree.
The emotional trauma of being hunted by the police for a crime you didn't commit, and then having to, like, reason with, like, you have to run to escape so you're not thrown in jail, but the more you run, the longer your sentence inevitably will be.
Yeah.
That's too much.
I think the killer is easy because there's one, unless they hire more. And I feel like I have a shot.
You can take him.
Well, no, I'm like, I have a shot of hiding from him.
But you know.
He's
right?
not working with like government cameras, all these databases. He doesn't have that.
Mm-hmm. And it says here that you know, right? Like you know you're being hunted.
Yeah.
So that gives you the advantage. That's advantage on you, right?
Yeah.
So you have the advantage. You can at this point in your life, right? You can think, I'm gonna prepare for this. I'm gonna start booby trapping the house.
Yeah.
Pull some Home Alone shit.
That's a good idea.
You could win.
You could win that one easy.
Yeah.
The police, not so much.
You can't really put marbles on the stairs and expect the police to blunder. Because there's a lot of them.
Yeah, there is a lot.
Like, you could kill a killer, claim self-defense, and not go to jail. You kill a cop, boom. That's just your sentence increasing.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
It's a good point.
Our next one. Would you rather sell all of your possessions or sell one of your organs?
This is a necessary organ.
You pick the organ.
I don't need a liver.
I think you do. I'd sell an organ.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd make it out of that.
Yeah.
No possessions. That kind of sucks.
You're kind of back to square one.
Yeah. I don't really like that. Would you rather not be able to open any closed doors, locked or unlocked, or not be able to close any open doors? Okay, so basically you have to have someone with you at all times.
Either one of these.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to open doors.
I think I would too.
Then you could you could design something to close it for you.
Yeah. You could train your dog to do it or something.
Yeah. Like that dog that gets beers for that one guy. Have you seen
Yeah,
that
I like
dog?
that
I like
video.
that dog.
But you could figure that one out by getting a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Or even a cat. Well, probably not. The cats are lazy.
Big cat, you could. Like if you got a tiger.
Would you rather wake up every morning with a new $100 bill in your pocket but not know where it came from, or wake up every morning with a new $50 bill in your pocket and knew where it came from? Know where it came from? No. I'm going $100.
Why would you care?
I don't.
At that point, like if I'm getting $100, that's just asking like 50 versus 100.
Yeah.
I'd almost like not want to know where it's from. Like imagine if you got $50 and you're like, well, this has been like slid through a stripper's butt crack. It's like you couldn't use that. I mean, if you got $100 and you didn't know, you're like, well, I'll risk it.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably ignorance is bliss in this case.
Yeah.
So I did a quick little math equation. 100 times 365 is 36,500. I'm assuming this money isn't taxed. You can pretty much live off of that.
Yeah.
Divide it by 2, then you were at 1,000 or 18,250. You can't really live off that.
You gotta get a job.
Yeah.
Which,
you could easily live off 36,000.
if you woke up with $100 every day, you could live off that.
Yeah.
You could live off that easy.
You save some.
Yeah.
You'll be all right. Save some to rent. You'll be fine.
It'll be good.
That's an easy one. That's stupid, Jacob. Great picking of a question. Would you rather have a boomerang that would find and kill any one person of your choosing anywhere in the world that can only be used once, or a boomerang that always returns to you with $1?
So I'd have to pay for it to come back?
No, it gives you $1.
Oh, I thought like I'd be like throw it and be like,
No.
Here's $1. You can come back now.
You throw it gives you $1, or you kill one person.
Oh my gosh.
See, this kind of gets into like moral stuff too. Like, do you kill like a bad government person, like a Chinese dictator or Kim Jong Un?
Well, he might be already dead.
Yeah,
Who knows if he's still alive?
I think it's selfishly I have to go with $1.
I think, see, you took this from like a moral perspective, like, can I rid the world of evil? My mind immediately went like, if I could throw a boomerang and kill the dude who played Captain Boomerang in Suicide Squad, what comedic irony would that be? That'd be hilarious. Imagine the headlines. Captain Boomerang dies by stray boomerang. Like, that's almost worth not having the money. I think I'm going to kill someone.
Would you rather inherit $20 million when you turn 18, or spend the time earning $50 million, I guess, or earn $50 million through your hard work? $20 million dollars.
when I'm 18.
I guess some people that like have a higher moral code than us would be like, "Oh, that's kind of gross."
But like,
But then
what
you
do you
can,
need if you have $20 million?
you can do
Are-
whatever you want.
Yeah, you're set for the rest of your life. Do you really need 50 million? Like Jeff Bezos, who's going
His
to be the
billion.
first zillionaire,
Yeah,
Isn't
that's
it?
gonna trillions.
trillionaire. There's nothing he could ever spend that money on.
No.
You know, there's only so many houses you can buy before it gets boring.
Yeah. Would you rather live your entire life in a virtual reality where all wishes are granted, or just in the normal real world?
Oh, I love that question.
I was just scrolling through and I was like, this is probably the best one we've done. This should be the finale.
Yeah. So, let's first set some ground rules here. Can you leave the virtual reality? No.
No.
It's forever where every wish is granted.
Yeah.
And this is probably virtual reality, like future tech, where
This is like
it's
simulation
so
stuff.
close to real life that you can hardly tell.
Yeah.
Because that gets down to the question is what's real and what isn't, right?
Yeah.
Because if that is so real to you, does it matter that it's virtual? When you get into like, I think the craziest part of simulation theory and stuff is if you get into a world that's virtual, but it's identical to the one we're living in now. So much so, like let's say that this world is a simulation, which is what some people believe.
Right.
Does that mean that my life is completely invalidated? Right? Imagine if I'm the player character, or imagine you're the player character and you dive into this world and you spend your whole life in this world, working hard, all this stuff. Does that mean your life is completely invalid? Because technically, that's not your true form.
But like, yeah, the whole simulation theory is like people that are like above us have gotten the world is so perfect in a way
Yeah.
that you have to struggle. So like, would you rather struggle or like do like a Sims thing and struggle? Don't like at the end like you kind of live the same one.
It's kind of the exact. I mean, it's just one life without wishes and one with wishes.
I'm choosing the one with wishes.
I'm choosing the one with witches. Not witches, wishes.
Well, yeah, I see this as it appears at first kind of hard, but then you're like,
If there is no way you can leave, right?
yeah, there's no that
If
has to
that-
be a ground rule.
Yeah, if your whole thing was is if you could have a virtual reality thing and leave the virtual reality, I think the question becomes different. But if you can't leave, then it's basically just like one life with wishes, one life without.
Yeah.
I'm choosing wishes.
I think if you really wanted to look into this, you could do it like an Avatar thing, like the Blue People one,
Mm-hmm.
where like the guy goes in there and like gains control of another body. That's probably how this virtual reality would be, where you get all your wishes granted. Like you go into like a tube
Yeah.
or whatever, but like maybe the only time you could leave is to sleep.
Or you just sleep in the game.
Yeah, and you just live in that tube thing.
Yeah. That's weird.
I don't
choose
like
wishes.
that.
I choose
choose
wishes.
though,
I choose
'cause
wishes.
especially you get in there long enough, you kind of forget you were ever in the tube.
Yeah. Like, you can, if you play video games, just normal video games long enough, you can kind of get a culture shock. Like,
Yeah,
If you go in hard and you start grinding for like, I'd say over 5 hours straight, and then you like unplug and turn the TV off, and like you're just surrounded by like the real world, like you're back in your room.
yeah, yeah.
I could forget.
It's easy. It appeared like it would be hard at first, but I think it'll be easy. It would be easy.
Yeah.
So with that, thank you so much for listening to this episode. We hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to hear more like this, let us know.
If you are this far into the video, you probably should just subscribe now. I mean, just putting that out there. Like, button, it's free.
Yeah, also like it.
I mean, like it, dislike it. We got our first dislike. This is a big moment for us because
Yeah.
we've been getting likes, and we finally found like someone clicked our video and actually, cared enough to dislike it.
It makes me very happy.
I'm thrilled about it. So yeah, share this with your friends. Our links are all in the description. You guys know the drill. And we'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye now.